This is Fate. Today I'll show you how to perform the Eye Monster skip in Asamu. So as the name suggests, the Eye Monster skip is literally we're gonna skip the Eye Monster. He's not gonna wake up. We're just gonna pass right through his face and reach the end platform. Obviously, there are a couple of little tricks that we need to perform to be able to do that. So this is what I'm gonna show you today. Just as a note, this trick uh, is able to save around 10 seconds off the usual route that we take. It also removed the RNG factor from the number of cycle that the Eye Monster does. So that's a plus. Um, for today's video, I'll show you the two different approach to reach a platform on which we're gonna do the Eye Monster skip. Then obviously I'll show you the technicality of the Eye Monster skip on this platform, and then after that I'll show you the two different approach on how to get to the end platform as fast as possible. Um, I'll start at the stalactite right here. It's just after the second out of bounds. If you're used to speedrunning the game, you'll probably notice where I am right now. It's the usual spot where you're gonna go. Just before starting, I would suggest to only go for this trick if you're looking for a time below 30 minutes. Might even be below than that because it's still a risky strat. I'll talk more about it later, but there's still a high percentage of chances that the trick will not go well and you're gonna lose quite some times. The other thing to keep in mind is you'll see me edge boost quite a lot to get to the platform and to reach the end platform too. So I would highly suggest that you practice your edge boosting before going for this skip. Obviously, obviously there are ways to get there using more beginner strats. If you're interested, I would suggest to look at Gizmovore videos. He go over these more beginner strategies in on his guide video. So I would suggest to watch these if you're interested on performing the trick without using as much as edge boost as I do. So yeah, that's pretty it. So for the first approach, I'll go. You'll see me go like I would in a normal approach. So basically, I edge boost off this wall, and then on the right side of this stalactite, and then I want to reach the checkpoint to be as close as to the checkpoint as possible. After this, I grapple this wall and then this rock, and then I'm gonna go grapple around the edge of the platform here. I'm not gonna land right now because I want to show you the second approach, but that would be really close to what you would do usually. Um, Now on the second approach, I'm not as used to do it because I just for today's video I practiced it a bit, but I've just recently seen it on Gizmovore new world record video, so it's a bit different. You're gonna go on the left side instead of going on the right side of the stalactites. So it basically goes like this. So edge boost off this wall. And then you're gonna grapple the ceiling and see the rock below me. That's where you're gonna land. You're gonna long jump. And then same thing, you're gonna go on the platform. So at this point, we perform the Eye Monster skip. So as you've seen, I land near the edge of the platform. And at this point, there's a really tight window in which you need to press escape. There are a few ways to help you get the the right timing, don't be afraid. It's not a frame perfect timing, but it's still a really close window. So I highly suggest that you practice, practice, practice to get the timing right and to get your own strategies to be able to do it in a way that you're comfortable with. For me, the trick I would give is basically when I land near the platform, I still have my hands on the AWD spacebar and shift, and when I land, that's when I move my hands towards escape and I press. At this point, I press as fast as I can. Um, that timing has worked for me. Depending on the person, it might not work as well. So that's why I'm giving you two more additional visual cues. As you can see on screen, the checkpoint, when it light up, it makes some bubbles floating through the air. And I hope you can see it on my screen, but there's a few bubbles still left. So basically, that would be a nice visual cue to notice that the bubble are still there. Um, and the last one would be the eye monster. We can't really see it now since the game is paused, but the eye monster head would need to just barely start his animation on getting up. So those would be two more additional visual cues for you to help knowing that okay, I pressed escape at the right timing. At this point, now I took a long time, but usually you would go press escape and press return to main menu as fast as possible. And then you just press continue. And now, as you can see, I'm back on the platform um, where I just paused. And doing this, it should prevent the eye monster from waking up again. But we're gonna find out by continuing the course. So if you've done it correctly, the eye monster is not gonna wake up ever. So you're good to go. You could even fall off and reset here, and you would still be fine. Um, but if you didn't perform it well, he's gonna wake up around the section where you're going to go on that platform. Um, if that's the case, it's not the end of the world, but you're well, the whole trick would have wasted you a bit of time. You've probably lost 5 to 10 seconds from the usual strategy. So hopefully everything will go well. As I've mentioned earlier, there are two different approach as far as I know to reach the end platform at this point. Obviously, you could go a beginner's route in which you just do the route as intended by the developers, but I'm not gonna go through these since they are slow. So the first approach is basically when you're here, you long jump, you're gonna edge boost off this platform and you're gonna go on this platform. As you've seen from the moment I grappled on this platform, I noticed the eye monster didn't wake up, so that means he's never gonna wake up. So I could fall off to my death, reset, and it wouldn't change anything at this point. Alright, so going back to the first strats, edge boost here. I could also grapple this to give me a better angle, and then I'm gonna try to edge boost here. If I have a nice edge boost, I can grapple the second rock right away. Alright, but if you don't, then the other way around would be to instead grapple this rock, try to navigate as close as possible, grapple the left side of the cavern and then go inside. Obviously, as you've seen on both occasions, I didn't do it because I wanted to show you the other way around. But in both cases, you would just go straight through to the cave. So that would be the safer approach, the more usual one. What I would suggest if you're confident is because both strategies start the same way. If you see that you mess up your edge boost here, then just go the way I showed you. but there's a third approach, well, a second approach, in which we're gonna edge boost off this stalactite. I'm fingers crossed that I'm gonna be able to perform it quickly, because I haven't done it in quite some time. So the same thing, long jump, and then you edge boost off the stalactite here, and then edge boost off right here, and see, I didn't have enough momentum, but you're gonna land on the rock platform there. So I'll try a few more times. So nice edge boost, left side of the stalactite, and there you go. Now I land here, a small jump, and then I go to the end platform like this.
You're awesome.
And just like Maddie pointed out, yes,
That
we
was
did it.
close. We had made it through, and I felt
So
like
this
nothing
portion of the
could
dialogue, we
stand
can
in our
skip
way
it, but
of
it
finding
does
Fred.
remove the whole other section of Maddie's dialogue. So that would be it for the Eye Monster skip. I hope this helped you. Hopefully this is going to help you